what's up? This is Prachi and today's video is going to be an Alps Goodness haul where we will be specifically talking about the Alps Goodness shampoos. Yes, I have 4 shampoos here with me, guys. I've actually tried each one out, and today I'll be just sharing with you what my experiences have been and things like that. So you might have seen me do Alps Goodness hauls before, and in a lot of my videos you have even seen me use Alps Goodness products in my DIYs. So lemon powder, multani mitti powder, amba haldi, rose water, whatnot. Alps Goodness is technically a brand which I think is a very modern blend of nature and science. And what I really like about the brand is that first of all the products are extremely clean. Okay, great for general cleansing, great for specifically if I talk about the shampoos, and also quite affordable. So these shampoos are all first of all cruelty free, really nice. Also mineral oil free, which I know a lot of you are extremely concerned about. Plus sulfate, silicone, and paraben free, SSP free. Okay, so these are definitely some very big concerns because some of these can be, especially if used in the wrong quantities, can be extremely toxic for you. And with time you may see a good experience, you may see a good result immediately, but with time these toxins can actually do more harm than good to your hair. So these particular shampoos are all about that. And what I also like, the reason why I really want to try them out was specifically because SSP free shampoos tend to be on a much higher price range. These on the other hand are not that expensive. So cruelty free, SSP free, I felt it was worth a try. Now before we get to these shampoos, guys, I really want to talk about scalp and scalp care. Okay, how many of you, very important question, how many of you know what your scalp type is? Do you have dry scalp or oily scalp? Because see, I'll tell you why it is so important to understand your scalp type. When you know your scalp type, you can follow a routine which is more preferable for you. For instance, did you know that if you have oily scalp and if you keep oiling your hair too much, it can actually lead to hair fall. So if you have oily scalp and you know that you have oily scalp, you can apply less hair oils, right? If you have dry scalp, first of all, dry scalp is so difficult to deal with. Of all the scalp types, I think dry scalp is the worst, quite honestly. And when you have dry scalp, you need to oil your hair more often, you need to use more things like aloe vera, to just keep your scalp hydrated as well. So you need to know your scalp type to understand your routine, and number 2, to also understand your products. Now quite honestly, most of the shampoos, since we're talking specifically about shampoos today, let me give you this example. Most of the shampoos that you'll see in the market today are very generic. They don't talk about the scalp type. I really like the fact that there's a brand that's actually doing a conversation on this, especially if you're talking about dandruff. Dandruff is so related to your scalp and your scalp type, right? I mean, dry and oily scalp both can have dandruff, but your routine, your products actually vary a lot depending on what your scalp type is. So you also get to choose the right products. If you have dry scalp, you can't use a shampoo which is more dry for your scalp. That's not good. So that's what we'll be talking about today. And also let me start with the shampoos in itself. So first we have the Alps Goodness Tea Tree Oil, Lemon and Climbazole Anti-Dandruff Shampoo for oily scalp. So Climbazole is something which is really good for cleaning up dandruff especially, and for deep cleansing of your scalp. Okay, so if you have scalp infections, if you have fungal infections, if you have dandruff, so dandruff which is often caused, I mean, we are talking about dandruff and malassezia, right? So malassezia is something which needs to be cleaned up at the core, otherwise it will keep coming back over and over and over again. So Climbazole is something which can actually help in dealing with all of that. Now, I'll tell you what my experience using the shampoo was. Now, my scalp is sometimes very dry, sometimes very oily. Okay, so I'll tell you when my scalp is oily. My scalp is oily during the summer months usually, or if it's extremely rainy, if it's extremely humid, my scalp tends to get oily. Okay, so I have used the shampoo for 3 times, and each time what I felt was that first of all the formula, it's not heavy, it's actually very light. If you see the consistency, it's actually very light, so it's very easy to spread. So just take a little bit on your palms, mix it with a bit of water, and then spread it with your fingers. It'll spread really well, and immediately after that the hair actually starts feeling more fluffy and more easy and all of that. So how do you understand if you have oily scalp? People with oily scalp will notice that the hair, especially at the roots, tend to stick more together. Even if you have a lot of small tiny broken flyaway hair, that hair will not fly away like too much. It will still stay closer to your scalp. So that is usually a sign of oily scalp. So if you have oily scalp which is also dandruff prone, I think this is a very good shampoo to try out because it does the job, it has the right ingredients, and plus affordable. Guys, Guys, I'll put all the links in the description box below if you want to check out these products and whatever you want to know more about them. I'm just talking about the product experiences that I personally had, and also the basic product claims that are there, of course, with the ingredients. So next we have the Alps Goodness Coconut Argan and Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating and Nourishing Shampoo for Dry Hair. Now this one specifically is for dry hair. So if you're just looking for a normal shampoo for dry hair, you don't have dandruff problems and things like that, this is something which you can try out. I really like the fact that it contains hyaluronic acid. Like, it contains coconut and argan oil. We all know what that does for nourishing and moisturizing your hair. But because it contains hyaluronic acid, it also is capable of actually trapping that moisture, not moisture, more than that, holding that water to keep your scalp from getting all dry and dehydrated too quick. Hyaluronic acid, we have talked about its uses. I'm so sorry. We have talked about the uses of hyaluronic acid for skincare, right? How it helps to plump up your skin and everything. The same use hyaluronic acid can also have for your scalp. Next, we have the Alps Goodness Aloe Vera, Almond Oil and Climbazole Anti-Dandruff Shampoo for dry scalp. Okay, so this one is for dry scalp with dandruff. Now again, Climbazole, like I just said, it's a great cleansing agent. It helps in dealing with scalp infections, especially things like malassezia, which causes dandruff and things like that. So Climbazole is something which is very good that way. One quick tip: if you have dandruff-prone dry scalp, try not to wash your hair with hot water. Okay, try to use cold water or at least lukewarm water. Try to keep the lukewarm water also more on the cold side if possible. I'm not saying that fall sick and all, but yeah, it definitely helps. Okay, and it contains aloe vera, again great for hydrating and also for dealing with scalp infections. By the way, aloe vera has that property. Plus it contains almond oil, which is a very nice nourishing oil, extremely lightweight. So use that with your shampoo. Your hair does not strip off its moisture while washing it with the shampoo. And last but not the least, we have the Alps Goodness Fenugreek, Biotin and Redensil Anti-Hair Fall Shampoo for all hair types. Now let me first of all tell you what Redensil does. Okay, Redensil is basically something which is used in a lot of hair care products which are dealing with dandruff. Redensil based shampoos are actually very common, but I've also seen Redensil based hair oil. So if you have extremely bad case of hair loss, or if you for men especially who are dealing with male pattern baldness, Redensil is something which is a very good ingredient to include in your hair care routine. Okay, and keeping the Redensil aside, it also contains fenugreek and biotin. So guys, these are the 4 shampoos that I want to talk about with you all today, and what each shampoo does. I just wanted to highlight that in short brief. If you want to know more about these shampoos, like I just said, I'll put the links in the description box below for each one of these shampoos. You can totally check them out. And yeah, if you have tried any of these shampoos for yourself, let me know in the comment section below how your experience was, what you noticed, what you felt about the products, what you felt about the brands, about the brand, and yeah, so on and so forth. If you have any questions, you can write them too. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell icon for notifications, guys, and keep coming back to Superstyle for more. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Prachi, signing off now. Bye bye.